one, and how the hell do I see this? And you work for them, and you have never questioned the history of Dr. Fauci. You have never questioned all of his suggestions over the years. Do you know his track record? Do you know all the things that this man has suggested that have not worked? Not recently. I'm talking about all the way back to the 1980s and 90s when he became one of the individuals who became America's doctor. You need to research the people who you work for and with so that you know that you may be a party to the destruction of your people unwittingly, unknowingly, unintentionally. And too many black folks help to destroy their own people and their culture. Mexicans, Jewish people, white people even help to destroy their own people without even knowing it, because they go along with a damn script that was pre-written by someone who does not have their better interest at hand.
So what is the purpose then? What is the purpose then of them worldwide and putting talking heads up for all of us then?
Absolutely. And I love this argument as well. This is why they don't like to have your brother on. There was an advisor to President Jimmy Carter by the name of Zbigniew Brzezinski. He stated that in earlier times, quote, I
just want to say, if you ever end up on Jeopardy, you win in that whole thing.
Zbigniew Brzezinski particularly said, quote, in earlier times, it was easier to control 1 million people than to physically kill 1 million people. But in today's time, it is infinitely easier to kill 1 million people than it is to control, end quote. Global 2000 was authorized under President Jimmy Carter. In Global 2000, which is a government policy, you can go ahead and look this up. It specifies how to use food as a weapon and how to use reproductive services as a weapon. If you go back to Dr. Henry Kissinger in 1974, who was the 32nd Secretary of State under President Richard Nixon and Gerald Ford, Chapter 6, he specified, quote, depopulation should be the highest priority of U.S. foreign policy towards the third world, end quote. They specified that the...
Hello.
And hello. You guys, welcome to Exquisite Conversation Podcast. And my name is Nicole, aka Pavani J. And we are here just coming to you guys, giving you guys a taste of what's new, what's hot, and what's not. I know we keep saying we're going to go ahead and drop our avatars, you guys. We'll do that tonight, but we also got some other things going on. And please forgive me for the way that I look. I'm coming all too natural today, but we also got someone else that's going to introduce herself to you. Go ahead.
What up, everybody? I'm your girl, Deona Freeman, word on the street and ops manager for FleetDJs Georgia. I am, oh my God, I have so many accolades. I'm the manager for Yo ATL Raps. I'm the head A&R for Rufus Killer Records. I am the program director for Under the Radar Radio, and I'm assistant program radio for B96 The Block Atlanta. I do a lot. I have a lot of things going on, so it's so hard to just go through so much. But I have a lot of different hats that I wear, but it all ties into the music industry and radio.
That's what's up. Who else in the building?
Yours truly, King Jacob, young Barry White. I'm here.
Oh God!
Look, that ain't changed, y'all. That ain't changed. You've been doing the same thing for the last 5 years that I've been doing them. So it's nothing changed, you guys. Everybody here knows we got Exquisite Conversation, Exquisite PR firm, and we're just giving you guys a taste of what's happening, what's not, what's hot, what's going on, how we feel, what we thinking about the world, about this quantum leap, and bringing something new to you guys. And I wasn't prepared, obviously. So, but that's okay, because it's okay to be real. It's okay. We don't do phony around here. Ain't that right, you guys?
That's right.
Okay, be yourself, girl. Be yourself.
I'm not really tripping about the hair. I could have blow dried my hair. I just didn't have time. I was racing and running, but I should have put a bandana on, y'all, because I can see my thoughts. Do you hear me? As big as my forehead is.
But still, it looked like a wet, wavy look. So you good. So either way, you rocking the hair.
Yeah, you see what I talked about last week? Ooh,
you know what? I'm so sick of you.
Girl, that forehead, that 8-head girl, big girl. I don't know if my hairline going back or what's going on. But baby, you coming back on here like this no more, y'all. Don't even tell nobody. Look, them numbers going up. Y'all like, follow, share, and subscribe. We got to be in the building. It's a good time tonight, you guys, talking about entrepreneurship. That's what's going on. So, entrepreneurship. Are we talking about entrepreneurship as the beginning.
No, we're not. No, we're not. We talking about the obstacles and challenges of being a female entrepreneur.
Oh wow. Now, okay, that's a great topic. But I want to do this. Let's talk about the obstacles and challenges of being a female entrepreneur, and then in the challenges of being a male entrepreneur, and see how that kind of measures out. Let's talk about it like that. So we'll have a little bit of a yin and yang in the building. I bumped into someone on IG, and she was on TikTok. Her name is Joy. I don't know if she may be tapping in, but if she does, if she just so happens to run across us on YouTube or anything, I would love to get you on Exquisite EXQ podcast. She is a lawyer and a serial entrepreneur, female guru. And when I say that she is amazing, I watched her on YouTube today, and she was giving out sauce, y'all. She was giving out sauce, and they had an amazing group that you can get into, just because there's a lot of women out here that have businesses but not businesses. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
Them LLCs ain't LLCs. They LLTs, you know?
Exactly.
Mine register. Y'all can look it up. I ain't out here talking junk for nothing. I'm just saying. I was trained by the best of them, the ones that don't play, that was giving it to me hardcore, treat me like I was like not even part of their crew. I mean, until I got it. Until I got it. They was like, yeah, you not this right here, sis. Yeah, you not even there yet. I got treated like that for a long time. I felt like I was trying to join a sorority or something. I was like, damn, this what's going on? Okay.
But you know what? Don't feel bad, because at first I didn't have a clue at all. And I had a couple of friends that was like, you need to go ahead and get your LLC. You need them because you do so much, and your brand itself, you need to go ahead and get them. So I was like, oh, okay. And then, I'm being in Georgia, it's so much that you have to go through. Once you get the LLCs, and then you want to do trademarks, it's so much different stuff you have to do in Georgia and paperwork wise to do what you need to do. So I'm like, basically, if I got to go ahead and pay the little $15 a trademark just for the state of Georgia, I might as well go ahead and get the real one and be done. Because at the end of the day, if we don't do that, if we in trouble, because there's a lot of, as women, we got people that's going to copy us. And you don't want that.
Right.
And I've seen several different types of word on the street. So yes. I personalize mine so you know exactly it's mine, because my name is on it.
Yes, absolutely. Absolutely. And that's one obstacle. And I'll say something that's truthful. I too have multiple businesses, and I don't speak of the other ones because they're registered, but I haven't utilized them. About 2014, I wanted to utilize one of the companies, and I paid someone $115 for a logo. And I purchased the logo from one of the people on the internet. And I was going through, I don't even know, Facebook was just coming out or something, or maybe it had been out for a little while, but they were saying that they made them. And so I purchased the logo and I utilized the logo, and I put it on Facebook. And I was literally what everyone is doing now, how everyone is branding everything on IG. Right. And it looks really nice. What I didn't do was a massive research with the name. What I didn't do was I didn't do any mass research of the name of the company and just do the misspelling. My spelling was different, but the logo that I purchased was already used. After we utilized the logo, maybe 48 hours later, I noticed that I had messages in my messenger, and when I went to read them, I was really excited because I thought I was at the radio station, and I was like, oh, I got some people answering me back so that I can get them to the radio station. At that time, that's how I got the name Pavani J. I was at WRLR in Round Lake, the Street Lady. I was on Soul Sweet Radio, and I'm thinking, oh wow, I was excited, and that is not what I got, baby. I got a cease and desist. If you do not take that down, we've been rocking this for 4 or 5 years, and when I went to look at it, I wrote a apology email and apologized, and it was squashed at that moment. But at that moment, it took everything in me to do all the research that I had for everything that I have. Jacob says that I'm a perfectionist and I need to stop, but that's not it. I've had a lot of encounters from just thinking that I did something right, and I was like so far off that something bad could have happened at that moment. Like she wasn't playing either, and the stuff that they had going on was major, and they were in Atlanta, and it was progress to perfection. And so I was rocking P2P, but she was too, and she was rocking P2P first.
Wow. And see, that happens a lot. That's one of the reasons why I tell artists, when you do your name, make sure you research that name. Get on the national list to research the name, because it's easy for somebody to do a cease and desist on you. And I know I had an artist that went through that. A whole, like, the person who has the name has had the name since like 2004.
Wow.
So it was no way, even if she wanted to go and trademark the name, they still would win it because they have all the paperwork and a trail of how long they had been using that name. And I was like, you know what? You just gonna have to change it, because there's no way you're gonna beat that in court.
Absolutely. That catalog is everything. That portfolio means everything.
Yes.
And that's what people don't understand. When we ask you for that catalog, what's your catalog look like? What's your portfolio look like? And when you see those headlights come on, you already know. When you see the headlights come on, when you ask someone what's your catalog look like, and they like, huh?
They don't know. They don't have a clue. You just spoke to them in Chinese real quick. Like, what is that? I don't know what that is.
Right.
So it's crazy. That's why I was like, I always tell artists, make sure you have your ducats in a row, because you don't know what mistake you're gonna make. Don't listen to these friends. Get somebody who's been in the business long enough to tell you to get you right.
So
because
tell me,
one mistake will take it from you.
So tell me what has been a challenge, an obstacle, something that has been major for you as an entrepreneur that you really just didn't think that you would, like you almost just gave up.
I mean, being a female is hard because you got a lot of men that dominates this field. It's a lot of men, and if you're weak-minded, you'll lose it like right then and there. But you're gonna get that time and period where you like, I'm just tired of this. I'm sick of it. Because I done had a couple of times where I was like, I'm gonna just give all of this up. I'm tired of this. I'm tired of fighting against men, and then you're not a part of their clique or cliches. And if you ain't sleeping with this person, I'm not finna do none of that. I'm sorry, that ain't me. You might well forget that. I'm gonna be a bully like I am when I need to go to be who I am. I'm gonna make my statement, and that's gonna be it. Because it's hard. They put sex in it as a payment to try to do something to get you to be a part of their situation, or put you as a pass along. And that's not gonna work. And see, I tell a lot of young ladies, and when you come in this field, have the respect. Because it's hard as an entrepreneur, especially you are right there with the same person. And then the jealousy come in with a lot of men too, because you're doing more than what he is doing. So the jealousy role come there. So it's more of the hate. They try to get the homeboys. They try to click up against you, all kinds of stuff. And it's hard. I live right here in Albany, Georgia. And it's hard as a female here because majority of all the men are promoters. They promoters of the radio station. There's very, very few female promoters, but I'm the one that really stands out a whole lot because of all the different stuff I do. But do you think they ask? No, they go to their homeboys. Can you do this and this and that? And I'm the one that got a lot of pull on a lot of different stuff, but I don't say nothing. I just sit back, I just chill and keep doing me and doing a lot of stuff outside of Albany and doing all up in Atlanta. Mm-hmm. So it's hard. It's like, now I tell a lot of guys, my close male friends, they be like, Deona, don't give up. You know, some of us, y'all know real, some of us are jackasses, and that's what a lot of them do to keep you from outshining them. And that goes back all the way back to slavery. Still the same thing.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. And it's crazy to me. That's one thing that I did say to when I first, well, not when I first started, but when I met him, Jacob, and I was in public relations, he just kept saying, you're the nicest publicist I ever met. Because what I noticed in the music industry was that as a publicist, everyone was famous. The publicist, the promoter, the DJ, everybody was just evil and mean. And you just couldn't see any positive energy coming from anywhere. And even though it's just one me, I felt like if I came in with the light, I can shine some light in there and just be kind, you know, and change the narrative. But baby, let me tell you, I had to go get my gun. You hear me?
Bless it.
I had to go get my cuss me out gun. I done had to tell the 7 folks some things at 9. Tell a couple people about my mind, and I done had to like tap out a few times. Girl, I thought I had an aneurysm one time because, baby, listen, I understand. I get it now. Because it's a true saying that if you are not a wolf when you're with the wolves, you'll become ate up. You'll get ate up. That's the truth. If you're a lamb and if you're a sheep and you're with wolves, you will become sheep's clothing or something like that, right? Is that how it's said? Yeah. So that's basically what it is. So I had to become a wolf, and it wasn't that the wolf wasn't there. It's just a lot. It's a lot easier being peaceful. But let's talk about dominance, and let's talk about the word subdue.
Excuse me.
The word subdue means to take and to go get. And when they say, hey, Kimmy K.
Hey, Kimmy.
And when they say, you have to break into the industry. Terrence Howard from Empire, he was asked that question from a college student. And the look on his face when he asked that question was so serious. And he said, what does that mean? It means exactly what you just asked me. Break into the industry. You got to come in here and take what you want. And that's exactly what it's like. Right. No matter where you are, and not care at all about how someone else feels at the end of the day, if you're right. But the kit that people are working out of is if they wrong, they're making up narratives, they're making up solutions for these made up problems that have come about from a false story or from a false if you're doing something and it's wrong. I am the first to say I don't know everything, and I am always open to learning. If I don't know, I'm like, I don't know how to do that. You know what I mean? Can you show me? I'm a quick learner though. I'm not the publicist that has been around Jesus for real, and I've talked to him hands on, and no, because I have spent my money before. See, when you are a consumer, you know what that feels like. And so I treat people how I want to be treated, but people don't do that. People treat you how you act or how they want you to act. And so if you can't get with them, Jacob, Neon, I feel like you might want to get out the kitchen because it's hot out here. Well, I'm telling you, it is.
Yes, it is.
And the thing is dangerous is that it's hot out here, and 78 to 80% of these people are well educated.
Yep, very well.
Very well educated, yes. We're talking about people with PhDs and all the other alphabets that come behind your name.
Exactly. And you know what's so crazy about it? Being an entrepreneur, a female, and some of them are the ones that actually hate behind you. And that's the crazy thing about it. You're hating that I'm doing something that you are unable to do. And I tell a lot of them, because you're book smart. You never took the time and put your hands on it. That's why I tell people go to tech school before you go to college. Because you'll have both.
I'm going to let Jacob Rowan jump in because he ain't said nothing. Yep, come on, Jacob.
He quiet over there like I'm scared to jump in this.
No, he's going to jump on it.
Never that.
You know I got to talk trash.
No, never that. I just think for females, a lot of them come in it wrong.
Wait, what did you say?
A lot of them come in it wrong.
Who?
Females. When they come into the music industry, they come in it wrong. You know what I mean? For a person who's been in it 10, 15 years, right? You got to kind of get connected. You know what I'm saying? You got to have somebody to walk you through, to introduce you to that person, introduce you to that person, and just sit down and coach you. And for the ones who don't want to coach you, let them go about their business. Because there is somebody who's going to take a liking, not to what you know, but it can be based on your personality, you know, based on your mannerism, based on your morals and your respect. But when a lot of them I see try to jump face first in it, not the entertainment industry. No, don't do that. That's gonna be a hard lesson. That's gonna be a hard lesson because it's already so male dominated. And the females that you see that's like full throttle in it, they got all the connections, male and female. And so, you know, and what for that's any type of business. That's just like a brand new real estate agent. You want to get with a realtor that's already know the ins and outs for the last 10, 15 years so they can show you how not to bump your head. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. And a lot of times when you take the baby steps, just like if you're the type of person that observes and reserves yourself a lot, but you know so much, so when they finally talk to you, they're gonna be like, "Oh, that's a breath of fresh air. That's a wealth of knowledge." You know, it just depends on the type of situations you in and the type of people that you're around. You know, but you know, you can tell the type of people that you don't need to be around. You know what I mean? So I just think, yeah, it's a male-dominated industry, but some of the most successful females, you know, have made careers go. Like, you know, Sylvia Rome and Mona Scott Young and Ashley Newton and, you know, responsible for like LL and 50 Cent and Method Man and Busta Rhymes and, you know, so it just depends of the level of professionalism and what angle you want to go in it. You know what I mean? Because there's much you can do in the entertainment business where you don't even have to be seen. For real.
Right. Absolutely. And we got CSC and My Label in the building, Ty Coffee. Hey Ty, how you doing? And Kimmy K, we love you. Hey
Kimmy. But you know, you're right, because that's why I tell a lot of the young ladies that walks into this industry, especially like if we go into record pools, red carpets, conferences, you got to look a certain way. Your attitude got to be a certain way. Because the elephant in the room is always gonna be the one that's gonna observe everything, and that's the one that's gonna tell the homeboys, I think she's an easy pick. And that's true. I've seen it. I've witnessed it all the time. And I tell young ladies, look, don't come here looking like no hoe. I'm sorry. Because if you want to gain respect yourself when you coming in here. Because the industry is already hard for females, period. And for you to go ahead and get that assumption sticker stuck to you because of the way you dress, it's gonna be hard to get it off. Especially if they already seen you like that several times.
She said, don't come here looking like no, what, what you say?
But it's true. I've seen it, and I used to put, and they were like, "Well, what did I doing wrong?" I said, "Go look in the mirror. Look how I'm dressed compared to you. Look at a lot of the ladies that's in here, how they are dressed for this event. That is the reason why you're not getting callbacks. That is the reason why you getting all the thugs in the room at you because of your dress, what you got on. You showing everything." And that's not it. Sex is not everything right now. Because right now in the industry, you can get it anytime you want. Your brain is what they looking for. Off rip. And I tell them that all the time. I hear the conversations in the rooms. So that's why I tell, as female entrepreneurs, that's why when female, like especially young ladies, ask me questions or ask me what's wrong, I tell them straight up. I don't beat around the bush, because if you don't tell them straight up, they're going to always keep assuming they're doing it right. Go ahead, Jacob. I'm waiting on you. It's all face.
I mean, it's truthful. And the worst thing in the world is to be at an event or to be on a run or to be however many miles you are away from home and be with your crew. And everybody's smelling good, everybody looking good, and everybody is on their best behavior, looking like you at a Ebonier's ball damn wearing, right? And you having a great time, and somebody missed it, not your crew. That's the most embarrassing thing in the world. And that's the first thing I tell somebody, that if you are the one that's missing, don't even call back. For. I mean, it is what it is. I hope you downloaded everything, because I promise you, we're not having no more conversations, because that's the worst label that you want in the game. Is that's how you got here, that's how you stand here. Or if you think that because you are able to do that, that's going to get you to the next level, and even if you do that, there's no guarantee that he can get you to the next level, because a lot of these women think that somebody that's the man is the man. You know what I mean?
Exactly.
He ain't even a man. The man probably ain't even out there where y'all at. Like, what are you doing?
Exactly. That's the trick. And I'm like, y'all don't see the trick? The one that's always super flashy and big mouth in the room, that is not the man in the room.
That is not the man. It's the quiet one in the corner. Sit back. Be cool. Pay attention.
Right.
I'm almost in the closet with it like this.
Okay. I'm so quiet. I literally be sitting at the bar on my phone like the whole time, so nobody don't know that I'm in the room.
You know what I'm saying? What the? Where you at? They're like, where Pavani at? I don't know. I'm back over here. Got my back turned, eating some chicken. I'm trying to keep it down here. Get that big hair so you can put it down here. I ain't trying to, And
right.
Then, what about that starstruck sister girl? Oh, Jesus, help me, God.
Oh, God. Let me tell you, that starstruck sister is the one that you be want to just hit her in the mouth. Like, shut up. You bringing too much attention to us. And they're going to think we just like you and it's only you. And that's the one I be like, you can't come with me. I'm sorry. Listen, I can't deal with starstruck people. I'm too reserved to be around a lot of starstruck people, because I treat stars, and I'm around and I talk to a lot of them daily, like me and you. Like you, normal people, because that's all they want to do. They want to be treated normal, and they get tired of that. That's what a lot of starstruck people don't understand.
They're normal people. They regular.
And they want to be
just like
treated
us.
as normal people.
Every time you go somewhere, when we're together, like you don't have to sign anything, you don't have to do anything. Like we're not gonna plan anywhere to go anywhere. We're going to the high top rooftop. We're gonna make it really like luxury where it's hopefully you don't have any crowds, but they don't want to sign autographs and they don't want all your kids around. And you know what I mean? And take the phone off and stop taking pictures. And Jacob said, I don't care.
It's actually their job though, for real. Like, because those people that want those autographs and want like people who get these millions of dollars, they forget who make their engine run.
Well, no, I mean it's a time and a place for that when they can sign them and do all those things. But I'm saying when they with us, or when they talking to us, or if we're sitting down with them, they're doing an interview. That's what we're talking about. Yeah. We're talking about on taking care of some business or.
So you talking about the helper that you need to leave at home.
That you didn't know. You didn't know.
That you didn't know that she was like that. That's pretty much. And you'll know because they start aggravating you first. It'd be girl, that hit that shoulder. You don't.
You better tell about that shoulder.
That's the one. That's
the one that's gonna blew that hole in your neck from whispering. Girl, get off me. What do you want? She done turned into some whole extraterrestrial being in the building. What's going on? Girl, she done crossed her legs real slow. You see,
I'm talking about.
Betty,
wow. She's switching a little bit harder than normal. That's the one you gonna stay out.
It's crazy. And they say, Nicole, why you like that? Why you coming here like that? Because listen, I'll be looking. I would have went somewhere just like this. Listen, I gotta get my stuff. I don't got time. I don't have time. They're normal. They're regular human beings.
They're regular people. And I tell a lot of them, I'm like, look, I just come here to chill. I'm having a great time. We'll talk about that. Our conversation ended up starting because we started like, this person getting on my nerves. I'm sick of these folks. I said, I understand. You get tired of seeing cameras and stuff in your face because it's a time and place for everything. And some people just like to come, I can say like private award show gathering stuff. Some of them just come to kick it. Mm-hmm. Not to have everybody in their face or nothing. They just want to come see their home or their partner, but it's always the paparazzi that's running in the face, saying something off the wall, and they throw their whole game off. And that's when you end up like, dang, what you call it was right here. What happened? They left because they got aggravated by either the aggravating friend, starstruck friend, or that aggravating reporter. Yeah, and that's why I tell a lot of them, I was like, I asked, can I have an interview? Or I asked for a picture. And most likely you will get it because you asked. But just running up to take the picture and stuff, they don't want that.
Right. You take the picture bent over with the thing behind you, the camera. You know what I'm saying? Just taking wild pictures. Like, are you serious, bro? You don't put it on Instagram. You know what I'm saying? You all touching your left toe and bending back. What the hell? You don't even know who she is. He about to get evicted. He don't even know what's going on. He don't even know that lady. Like, that is crazy. Like, well, I'm sorry, kid. That happened to you.
Y'all funny. Y'all are mad funny this evening. Y'all too funny, man. Y'all too funny.
That's what they be doing. It don't make no sense. You know what I'm saying? It don't make no sense. She done took her little 20 money she done got from the SBC loan, got her some booty. Now she out here acting real brand new.
I don't be seeing nobody.
Listen, she don't put that lip smacker on about 5-6 times to keep that lip super gloss every time she come that straw for a lip.
Look, this stuff right here.
There it is.
That's why I keep my stunners on.
Look, this stuff sting too, girl. When you put it on your lips, I'll put that on my lips. My daughter gave that to me. I was like, what is this? Girl, that stuff hurt. It hurt worse than Vicks vapor rub. I was like, girl, what you put in here? I ain't had to wipe that off, baby. That's not supposed to be on my lips. She was like, Mom, that's she said, Mom, that's like you don't have to get your lips puffed up. That works. No, baby, we're not going to use that. Where's the Carmex at, honey? Because that's too much. The industry is very
it's a mess.
I couldn't told me. He said, "Man, you keep them stunners on, them shades on, don't you?" I said, "Yeah, man. You know, people be drinking in the club, and you know they breath smelling like Who Shot John, and you know
Ooh,
I can
Who's that, John?
yeah
I'm dead.
I can you know have my stunners to block the breath and kick it back that way. You know, like yeah, because you know people start drinking and stuff, and they want to lean up to you like that. No, 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 no. Back up a little bit now. Just back up just a little bit. You know, how you doing though? You know, but yeah, you're going over there. Because, you know, once they
Yeah.
get the alcohol in them, it's a whole different ball game.
yeah, that's
Oh yeah.
who. Yeah.
But that's when that's the other friend, the drunk friend.
They want to fight. The drunk
Yup,
friend that
wanna
want to
fight.
fight. Everybody, all the other people, like, you all got that drunk friend that want to fight. Leave her at home too.
You
It'd be
can't go.
crazy. Nico, what's going on, y'all? Hey, we got Nico in the building, you guys. Tell Nico hi. Nico, call your friends. Push the button. Tell everybody to come in and check us out. We're Exquisite Conversation Podcast. We got Deona Freeman. We call her D. We got King Jacob in the building. We need you to like, follow, and share. Share, follow, and like. We're every Wednesday at 8 p.m. And I'm Pavani J. We chopping it up about women entrepreneurs who do what, y'all?
Who have to go through them
Who have to go
obstacles
through
and
some
challenges.
obstacles.
Yeah. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
It's be so many obstacles and challenges. It's like I had to I started out doing a lot of videos, video flyers, and put my voice on a lot of different stuff. And it got to the point that the guy was getting jealous. Was jealous of my flyer or my video or my voice. I'm like, you could do this too, but his voice didn't match. You know what I'm saying? Like the videos and stuff. I'm like, this is my natural voice. I can't help. I have a radio voice. This is me all the time.
We just had this conversation.
We just had this conversation. This is me all the time. But you got guys that actually get jealous about that, about females. They don't want that female to outshine them. And half the time to me, I'm just doing my job. I'm doing what I love. And half the time, a lot of stuff I do is for free. It ain't, I'm getting paid to do this. I do a lot of stuff out the kindness of my heart, but you mad because you thinking I'm getting all this money, but I'm doing this because I love to do this. It's a difference.
It is. It is. It is. It is so is. But when you say it like that, it is.
Yes.
And people don't even know. And the thing is that I've learned to, you know, we get an opportunity to be choosy.
Right.
We get an opportunity after 7, 8, 9, 10 years to be choosy because I did something, things, events, all of that for 7 years and didn't get a dime. But I didn't think about a dime. I didn't ask for a dime at all for 7 years. And we're not going to talk about the other things that I still do because one thing's for certain and two's for sure. You have to give back. Reciprocity doesn't happen by always taking.
Right.
You got to pay it forward as well. There comes a time when you get paid for your expertise, though. And until you are the head and not the tail, sometimes you're going to have to do things for free. But to love what you do for a living is the best feeling in the world. It's the best feeling in the world. The worst thing to do is to get up every day. And I've done this. Every day. Dreaming about something else that you love to do because you left what you love to do momentarily because I wasn't getting paid. to do this because I had to get some people that belonged to me into college, school clothes, just certain things in life that had to be taken care of. And college was very important to me. And I didn't have 8 years to be a doctor, 9 years to become a doctor. So I had to do something else. I had to jump into a truck and make as much money as I could. But to leave the industry that I love to be in was treacherous. I was like, I would be forgetting like 3 miles up the road, like daydreaming about an event or daydreaming about talking to somebody, just doing what we're doing right now. And I forgot, girl, missed the exit. You know how many exits I missed? I don't know how many loads I dropped off late. I had to stop because that was ridiculous. No, I was like, you're gonna kill your foolish stuff out here. Truck, door, everything.
And I was like that too. I had went through a lot with illnesses and dealing with family, and where I had to put what I love on the back burner to handle family situations, then to jump back into what I'm doing now. And people don't understand there's a test in the testimony to make your story. So a lot of people don't understand that. Like, they always asking me, well, dang, you got this job, and dang, you doing this, and hey, because it all ties back into what I love the most. And that is people. That is music. That is community. But the first thing I put in front of all of that, I love God.
Come on. Somebody better.
Everything I do, God is first in it. I had a conversation with one the other night. I was telling her, write the vision, make it plain. Everything that I do, I can literally at night can almost piece it together because it's something that I love. And I always ask God, like, is this gonna work? If this is for me, I'm gonna be able to do this. And it always end up working out because of the heart that I have for it and the heart that I have for people, special people in need, and our young people. And then I know God has been with me through so much, from sickness. My family almost lost me. I done been through a lot. And I have to pay back the homage back to people a lot, because I'm like, God gave me this gift and I need to use my gift. He didn't give it to me to just be sitting back and don't use it. So I use my gift on every level that I can, because I want people to be happy. If I can see that person happy and smiling because they accomplished something that I told them you can do it, you can get out there and do it, especially our females, I'm happy. I'm good. That's my payment. That's my reward. So long as I see that, I'm good with that. I have, you get them, it's better to say, you get them jackasses that think they gonna use you. But like I tell them, at the end of the day, God is gonna get you. You reap what you sow, and you're gonna get it 3 times fold back of what you tried to do to me.
Absolutely.
And I say that all the time, but I tell my main person of everything that I do, I keep God first and his vision in front of me all the time. I don't move unless I feel like God is saying, go ahead and move. Because people don't realize, sometimes if you tap into that voice and say, don't do this, don't go out there and do that. There's a reason why I'm saying that. Don't think you're crazy, because everybody, I don't care who listening to us, everybody get that little voice to say, don't do this. Go out there. And then half the time, when you don't want to do something out there crazy, it told you not to go do it, then you be like, dang, something told me. And that's how it comes. Something told me not to go do it. So it's the same thing saying you need to go out there and do it. You get that voice. It's a feeling. It's like, if you got the power of discernment, you'll know if it's right or wrong for you, because you can feel it in your spirit.
Absolutely. I totally agree with that. For sure. I totally agree.
That is something I try to tap in with young people. You gotta tap into that. And you tap in there, I promise you, you will win on a lot of different levels. And even if you fall, that is your test for your testimony. So when it come back again, you know how to handle that situation on a better and different level. Because every new level, there's a new devil. And that devil is going to find out what you doing wrong and gonna test you because it tested you before and see if it's gonna act the same way. And people gotta realize that happens every day. Every day you breathe, when you wake up and go to sleep, it happens every day. But you gotta know how to stand your ground. When you in this industry, it's the same thing. When I hit that stage, before I hit the stage or get on a microphone, I don't care if I'm at a party. I pray. I sit there, I pray in my head. God, keep me strong, whatever goes on. Keep me safe. Because it gives me that piece of understanding that I can go and accomplish what I'm doing and go home and get in my bed.
Mm-hmm.
Without having to worry. And that's, I tell people, they're like, you just float because I keep him first.
That's right.
That's why.
Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm. I can dig it.
See what in the world just happened to my computer?
So Deona, let me ask you a question. Now,
I think I might have an answer.
Now, when you're out and about and you touching these different places and you know, you see people, and a lot of people, you know, they might be like, man, who that? Where she come from? Why she hosting this event? And I've been in the city, being that you're not from their city, and you're in their city hosting an event. Let's talk about that.
I've had that happen on several occasions, and I'm like, first of all, you got to get to know who I am. Second of all, you got to know who's backing me on this. And third of all, who are you, so we can connect, and then we can do some events together. I don't come to people's cities to try to take over nothing. I come to do what I love. It's a job. It's work. But somebody see my worth.
But
and I get it all the time.
But don't you think it's a reason why the people in their city is not booking them to do the event?
It's always a reason.
I mean, can we put something, let's go together and be like, you from that city, you grew up there, you lived there your whole life, and I come 2-3 hours away and I'm doing a major event in your city, so why didn't they book this person to do the event? Or why didn't they let you and your peoples do it? So, you know, it's a reason, but they never want to talk about their reason.
Exactly.
But it comes up. Like after that event, you get a phone call that Monday evening or that Monday afternoon. I heard such and such approach you. Yeah, but so let me tell you about this so and so. And they don't be saying so and so, they be saying some other choice words. You know what I mean? Yeah, let me tell you about
all
this
the time, Jacob. I get it, but sometimes I stop it because I feel like you can't bring it to the table. All of y'all get together to the table. Don't put me at that table because people say it's 2 sides. No, it's 3 sides to the story. So if you can't have that conversation with that person and put it to the table for both of y'all to get an understanding, especially on a business level, there's a problem. It's an issue. Because somebody lying somewhere. There's a lie somewhere. It's a jealousy point there somewhere. That's why I try to stop it. I stop it like, look, I hear it, but I'm like, okay, all right. You know what I'm saying? I be at one ear and out the other because I don't want that negative spirit on me.
What's that country song though by Travis Trent? What did he say? Yeah, so how did chords go? Here's a quarter, call someone who cares.
Exactly. So it's like I don't care about none of that, and I tell them I don't care. It's because when I get with people, I want to learn you. I don't want the next person to make me learn you. I don't have people to warn me and stuff, but I go with the flow so I can learn you myself. Right. I know how far to take it with you, even on a business level, because you got to be safe because that person might be treating you different for a reason. Because
of what somebody else told them, that person don't even know you.
Exactly. So that's why I try to stay neutral so I can be right there and I can hear everybody, because I want people to treat me the way I treat you. So I'm not finna be judgmental. I'm not here to judge you. I'm here to come work, hang out, network, but not to judge, because that's not my job to do that. And I feel like if I start doing that I have a negative spirit and I lose my blessings. I'm not going to lose my blessings or who I am because of somebody else's negative spirit and put me in a circle that I don't want to be a part of.
Well, ain't nobody losing their blessings because of what somebody else think ain't right, or because of what somebody else don't like. That's crazy, man. Like I tell people all the time, I don't know him not to like him. I might be like, if they did, allegedly, if they did that, that's messed up. But I don't know him not to like them. You know what I mean? So, and people have this false pretense of people, they don't like a person because of what somebody else said, or this, that, the other, and the third. And it's like, who made you head honcho? Was you one of the 12 disciples of Jesus or something like that? Like,
Exactly.
Did you help Moses depart the Red Sea or something? Like, is it something I should know about you that I don't know? I mean, What's up, Coach Kincaid? Union County Vipers, JUCO Collegiate Program tapping in. What's up, brother? Appreciate you tapping in.
Hey, how are you? But that's just how it goes, Jacob. I just learned, I know what battles to fight and what not to fight and what not to put myself in, because I love myself. I love my brand, and I'm not finna get it tarnished because somebody else bickering back and forth and I don't know the real situation. That was like, if you can't bring me to the table, and I'm like that now. When people try to lie, tell that person come to my face and say that. And I guarantee they're going to have every excuse why they can't. Because they know they lie.
That's right. You right. But, that's what it is, man. But that's all I have. You heard what Deona word on the street said. This the girl Deona Freeman word on the street. You know what I mean?
I understand you, but I mean, I always try to stay on a positive level, and I tell everybody else, enjoy what you do. Even my female entrepreneurs, enjoy what you love. Don't enjoy somebody else trying to make you love. Enjoy what you love. You'll be able to go to sleep at night. You'll be able to put it together yourself. Then get with some like-minded women, like-minded, positive women to help you pursue what you need and put you in the right places. Because if you don't, you're going to get with that one jealous woman and she's going to try to tear you down.
And especially, you know what? It's really bad when you look up to her. When you meet them people and you look up to them when you meet them and they catch you right at that moment, or they might. And you know what really bothers me is that sister who is like that, but be the first one to jump out there and holler. I ain't like that. I'm always helping somebody. I'm always this and always preaching the gospel, or always preaching, what they've done for somebody. I always help somebody. I'm always helping somebody. I'm always helping. I'm always helping somebody. But could be one of the most heinous, most cruelest, most low down, dirtiest. Mother, watch your mouth. You understand?
Exactly.
And when you think you're the smartest one in the room, and you hear them say, and it be so crazy because you look up to these people. This would be funny to me because I was someone different about 9 months ago. It's a whole episode, a whole story. I would have to tell it on the mountain, but I get my day. It ain't today. It was someone that I met long time ago. And I was so compassionate and respectful when I met her.
Right.
She took that as weak. She took that as me being weak. She took that as me being weak, me being about this big. I wasn't worthy to fit in her circle. I wasn't like them. I wasn't they kind. And it took me to ask. I got a question that I ask people. Sometimes I have to ask them from time to time, what does it take to be your friend? What does it take to be your friend? Well, I mean,
That's an awesome
we have to
question.
be evenly yoked. We have to be evenly yoked. In a relationship, you have to be evenly yoked. Absolutely, you do. In a relationship with a man and a woman, and just an everyday, if I go purchase a dog, and when I buy this dog, and if this dog is barking profusely, I'm not gonna buy him. We're not something. That's
Right.
that's vibes. So obviously we know that. But what does it take for basically you to know, like, I'm your friend, or I ain't trying to, like, for me to give you $1 million, for me to, like, you know what I'm saying? I ain't really understand what it was. And everything that we were doing, this everything that we were doing, she was, belittling me. And at that time, I wasn't strong enough. And what I mean by I wasn't strong enough is emotionally and mentally, I knew what was going on. Emotionally, I wasn't able to handle it because of other circumstances that had taken place in my life. I wasn't able to carry the weight of her energy. Does that make sense?
Yeah, it makes a plenty sense. Yeah.
Right. And so I wasn't able to carry the weight of her energy. Now she knew this. The reason that she knew this was because she was always around. She wanted me around all the time. She wanted me to come around all the time. And throughout that, she was teaching me. And we did this for years. And I kind of had took it as, okay, this is just her personality. She do everybody like this. This is what I'm thinking, right?
Right.
Until you see her with somebody else. That's when you be like, oh, wait a minute. No.
But you know what? Sometimes we get so comfortable under somebody, we miss the red flags.
Oh yeah. And this is what's so sad. What's so sad is I saw all the red flags, but I literally put the red flags to the side because I still wanted to see the best in her. I still wanted to see what was good in her. I still wanted to see that, I'm still doing the, hey, it's me. I can do this. Hey, I'm still doing a cheerleading dance to make her acknowledge that I'm worthy enough to be able to be around you. Like as if I was a child or as if I was a little girl or something. And till I got tired of being sick and tired, just like a relationship.
Exactly.
And I started to, when I saw her around other people, I then began to pull away because I found out she was weak.
I just want to say this right here. I just want to say a lot of times when people are like that externally, those are the people who are broken internally.
Oh
and
yeah.
and they have to treat people a certain way to make them, not everybody, but they have to treat people a certain way because they're inferior to them people because they know them people are really better than they are in every aspect of life when it comes to work, personality, when it comes to spiritual gifts, and they have to say something negative or something, out of left field to make themselves feel good. You know what I mean? Because they don't have no goodness about themselves on the inside.
Right.
Yeah, that's true. But let me be very clear. She was good at everything she did. Not everything. I'm not giving her a pedestal, but the stuff that I saw her good at, she was good, y'all. She was good. It wasn't that. And then I'm going to take the responsibility as being where I was in life. I was I was basically from where I was coming from in Stockholm syndrome in one place, and they had no business doing these things over here probably at that time, because I didn't have any business being around people like that. And as soon as I saw those signs, I should have moved around. You know what I'm saying? That's what it was. So it really pretty much wasn't them, because what I can say now today is that if you see something and you allow it to happen, nobody's doing anything to you that you ain't allowed.
Right.
Nobody's doing anything to you. Nobody did anything to me that I didn't allow. I allowed those things to happen to me. I allowed myself to be, treated however I was being treated, because I could have spoke up and said something and tarnished her. You feel me? It could have happened just like that. But I didn't do those things because in my mind, I thought that was something else. Like, whoa, until I saw her with someone else. Then when I saw her with someone else and I saw the behavior, that's when I realized, oh, she think I ain't shit for real. She think I ain't nothing for real. Or she think I'm less than for real. I didn't think that in the beginning. At first, I thought she was just maybe had an attitude or was just angry, or maybe she just was something, but that wasn't it. I wasn't her kind. You know what I mean? And that was cool. But my thing was, why do you keep coming back around? For a long time, she kept coming back around. Kept coming back around. That's when I realized, I should have had that conversation with her as a woman. Like, I should have had that conversation to let her know why certain things happen. Because she would ask me certain questions like, why you didn't do this? Or why didn't you file those papers over there? Or why didn't you, why did you do these things over there? Like, were you procrastinating? And for me, I'm good at everything that I do, or I try to be very great at it. If I don't know something, like I said, I'll try to learn it, and I will learn it, and then I'll become great at it. If I'm lacking on something for somebody, I'm a stuffer, so I won't say anything. And the reason why I was lacking was because of something that she did. So I withheld from her. You know what I mean?
Right.
So when she needed me, I did maybe just enough, and then not enough. Maybe just this, because I want you to understand that I know what you did. And I want you to bring it up so that when you bring it up, I can say, well, that one time when I gave you that $900 for that website, I paid attention to when you didn't finish those two parts. And I paid attention to when you didn't do that part that goes to the phone. And I paid attention to the part down there. I didn't say anything. And I paid attention to when I paid you triple. And I paid attention. I paid attention to those things. You understand what I'm saying?
Yeah.
But these are the things that they forgot. You understand me? You understand me? These are the things that they forgot. But I still rock with you, though. I still rock with you because I want to think that you did that on accident. But because I know you well, you didn't do that on accident. That was all too on purpose.
All on purpose, because it was a jealousy thing.
And then for some people, we always say jealous, right? Right. We always say jealous. I think that's a word that we use because some people don't be jealous of us, right? Some people be just too into themselves.
I just don't believe that. I don't believe that.
I think that. I really think that because
you do have people that actually be too much into themselves.
They do be,
and that's where they become selfish.
They literally think that they're better than everybody. And I'm telling you what I know. Now, and it may not be, and I don't mean better than everybody on the level of bougie, but I mean smarter than everybody enough to where if I take this period off of this, she ain't gonna see it. If I take these two vowels out of here, she ain't gonna pay attention, but that's gonna mess it all up because I just don't want to do this shit anyway. Little shit, conniving shit. That's conniving. That type
really,
of
really narcissistic.
Huh?
Really narcissistic.
That's it, baby. Come on with that word. What is it again?
Narcissistic.
Damn. Narcissistic.
But a person that act like that, that they're belling everybody, can't nobody tell them that, then that means that you have no room for growth. And that's definitely a person who I don't want to be around.
And then when you are a person that has no room for growth when they're teaching everybody. Now, don't get me wrong. Some people are good out here. Like I really know some people that's good at what they do, that are teachers for real, like really teach people, really have people following them and are really, really teachers. But in the midst of that bullshit, it'd be some bullshit. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
What I'm saying? Ain't none of
There's always something else.
yeah, it's always some bullshit. Like, wait, man, hold on. You know, you can't have me in the round. You can't be cool with me and I love you. You my homie, right?
Right.
Deona, you my homie. We hug everything. I know you my homie because I hugged you. I know you my homie. Whenever we do anything, it's gonna be magnificent, right? But you can't do all of these things and talk to me and laugh with me and grin with me. And then when people come around, look at me like this.
Oh, yeah.
What's that about?
Yeah.
You would never tell nobody, and I ain't gonna ask you either. I'm gonna just keep playing them all because I got time. I ain't got shit to do.
Right. I don't want that done.
Or do I feel like keep wasting my time? You see what I'm saying?
Yep.
I got time. Okay. Oh man.
It's so crazy. Right, because people like that, you let them build their coals up on their head. That's what you do. When someone is mistreating me, sometimes I have time. Sometimes I have time to let them build and stack the coals up. And then when something happens, you hear people say, oh, when it rains, it pours. And all hell done broke loose because you've messed with the wrong one. I'm one for sure that's favored by the Lord. And I don't have to tell anybody anything. Check my background, my kids' fathers, my family members. Look, go back and look at my people, and you tell me in my family and my friends and anybody that I've ever encountered, I'm just saying, you got to be mindful who you do things to around here.
Exactly.
I don't have to do nothing. You got to be mindful of who you put your mouth on, who you put your hands on, who you try to trick, who you try to misuse and abuse, because one thing's for certain and two is for sure, that we all get our turn. And when it's your turn, just be ready. Just be ready. For it. Yep. Just be ready. I try my hardest to love on people as much as I can. Don't get me wrong. Everybody's not for me. I'm not for everybody. But those that are for me, I am for them. And I try to give the best that I can to whoever I'm with or whoever I love and care about, because I've had my turn already. Right. And when it's my turn, I can't take it. I can't take it when it be. We all get our turn, baby. I can't take it when it be my turn. Woo! God, no, he don't play. I'm gonna tell you.
I'm trying to tell you, baby. You gotta be. Listen, you might as well go and be for it too. And when it comes to your turn.
Yes, when it comes to be my turn, and people say, Jacob was like, you make sure. I be trying to pay people back. Do I owe you 50 cents, $1? What is it? Baby, listen, because I don't want to owe nobody. I don't want to take nothing from nobody. I don't want to steal nothing. If I borrow it, what I give it back to you, or I buy you another one, because I don't want my turn. I don't want no turn no more. I done had my turn already.
Exactly. That's why I'm like, I just try to make sure the I's are dotted and the T's are crossed. Because I don't want that turn, because I don't need that right now.
Real, like, Jesus, please. You know, anything that you got to do when you got to be like, Lord, I'm finna sin. You know.
Right. And I'm good. I'm like, now, God, you know, I had been trying. You know, I'm still trying. I'm trying to get there. I'm trying to get there.
Right.
I know I'm finna slip.
Right.
Because I knew. Right. I already know I'm a hard head. I tell them all the time. I said my guardian angel always cussing every day.
Right.
Help her go again.
Listen, when I get up in the morning, I know to not touch the computer, because I was sitting, girl, it's a long story. We're gonna have a good old girl conversation one day on the screen. We're gonna do this, and we're gonna get some likes, follows, and shares. Watch. I was sleeping sitting up for many years and not laying down. And so I go outside. When I get up, eyes open up, go outside and just open the door and let the sun hit my face, right? And
Right.
so, girl, the first thing I would do is say, God, I need you to please open the door for him. Angels, come on. Y'all ain't had nothing to do for many years. Many years I ain't asked nobody to do nothing. And I know I got some every day. Y'all go and open the doors for me that no man can open and shut the ones that I ain't got no business being at. For real. And then to walk before me and block anything that ain't got no business touching me. I mean what I say. We have protectors. And y'all better start using them because I'm telling you, I got on my whole armor every day. I put
I tell them, listen, when I get to that point that I know I'm getting all the way upstairs, I said, look, and I tell them that my warning be, you know, I'm gonna take this to hell, right? God gonna have to just forgive me because see, you pushing me now. You really pushing me. And my daughter just fall out laughing like, my mama for real. Just leave her alone.
Jesus,
I'm trying to walk away and leave this alone, but you still said want this. Just let her be.
Girl, it's so crazy. And I haven't really been pushed like, no, I have. I did. January was a January. I never thought that I was going to walk into January like I did. I want to ask you a question. Think about this. We're going to run this down, you guys, until 9:30. We went like 30 minutes over. Do you have until 9:30 or do you?
Yeah,
okay. And so you guys, we're going to run this down until 9:30. I'm Pavani J. This is Exquisite Conversation Podcast. We got Deon in here, Fleet DJ out of Georgia. Operations. What are you?
The operations manager.
Operations manager. I was about to say the CEO. I ain't want to get it wrong.
Oh no, you're gonna have Classic coming after me.
Operations manager, you guys, with Exquisite. She'll be here again and probably again and again. She's vibing with us tonight, and I really like the conversation and the company. And if you guys would like, follow and share, follow and like. We want to try to take this show to another level and be strategic about it and just have a good time. If you guys would like to submit your information to Exquisite Conversation Podcast, please go and email us at exqpodcast@gmail.com. That's exqpodcast@gmail.com. We'll email you back and let you know what we have on the schedule. And so yeah, what I was gonna say was I'm going through this year, and after I do all those things, where was I at? What was I saying, Deona?
You about to ask a question.
Oh yeah, that's exactly right. My January, let me tell you. If on the 31st, I had knew January was going to go down like that, because my birthday is January 25th, I literally buried somebody on the 26th.
Oh, wow.
I buried a couple people. And it was interesting to me after 15 years of longevity, way back then. I never thought January was going to be like January. You know, I don't do the New Year's resolution, but I'm rooting for this year. I'm running my race, and you know, we done put in all the grants and all the sponsorships for the new year. We having a good time, and I've met some beautiful publicist sisters and some more PR sisters over here on the West Coast, and I'm having a great energy-filled 2023 at the end of it. I'm feeling good.
Right.
If December the 31st at 11:58, somebody knocked on your door and it was one of your angels. And what they had for you was a scroll. And in that scroll, they had 4 of them, because, you know, we live our life quarterly. And on each scroll, it was each quarter of the year. And they didn't have it separated. Not business and life, but this scroll that they got is your life every day, what's going to happen, and Because God said he knows us and what's going to happen before it even happens. They said it's something called the Akashi records, which then lives in our chakras. So that's what we have in front of us, and that he don't ask you, do you want it? He gives it to you, and then he leaves. Now you don't know this, your angel, but this is, and you get it, and you sit at the table with your family, husband, boyfriend, whatever, daughter, and you read it. Or would you read it? So meaning, if this scroll got everything in your life that's gonna happen quarterly, you got 4 of them, and it's gonna tell you about your life for 2024 and what's gonna happen every day. Think about your 2023 now and how it went in 22. Would you open it?
I don't think I would. Because I live life like it's my last day. And so I don't think I would open it, because every day is a breath, is a gift.
Mm-hmm. And that was my next question. After you got done with that, go ahead. I'm sorry.
A breath is a gift to me. So every day I wake up, it's a gift. So I don't think I never really open it. I've been like, God, I know this has been granted to me, but I've been serving you and living my life like it's last, and I trust you. So whatever that's in the word, that word will be still sealed, and I trust the word that he gives me every day.
Okay. And so, because you trust the Lord, and you said something earlier, you said that your family almost lost you. Most people say, I don't know. She said, did we run Jacob off?
We don't know. He been in and out.
Jacob, we got 6 minutes. And then we're going to chop it up and turn it down. But so in 6 minutes, can you sum that for us?
Y'all too funny.
We got 6 minutes. Tell us what happened. Because most people say, I almost lost a family member, but you said my family almost lost me. Literally.
I had cancer.
Oh, my.
Cancer. And then I don't claim it. I deal with a brain disease. So it was a couple of times, but God been, when I say he's been right there, Jacob kind of knows himself. We don't have personal conversations. And when I say God has truly blessed me, because my family, my daughters, I had cancer with my daughters, ovarian cancer. And I hid it out from my mama for a while, but she knew something was wrong because my weight was up and down, and she started paying attention to my hair. And she ended up calling it out. And when she did, I cried, and told her. So I was at the 3rd stages of it and ended up going into the 4th, but I beat it. So that's why when I look at my son, because it did mess up my ovaries, but when I think about my son and think about what the doctors told me, they told me I would never ever have another kid. My son is my blessing.
Mm-hmm.
I went through a lot with him to the point of they could have lost me. Then I had hyperemesis, where you continue to throw up all the time, but it to the point that they had to give me a feeding bag to keep me and the baby. So that was another point. God and my stepped in and said, no, it just wasn't my time. But with this disease that I really don't talk about a whole lot about, the year before, I got so sick. My daughter, I didn't even realize what was going on the phone. I remember talking to her on the phone, but she ended up coming to get me, and she rushed me all the way to Atlanta, to Emory. my pressure in my brain was so high when they put a needle in my back to take the water pressure off, it shot across the room. And the doctor said my blood pressure was like 215 over 190. I didn't supposed to be here. So I had to get shots in my head to take the pain away. And, you know, I had to do the spinal tap to make sure the water pressure stayed out. So it was been a couple of times that, you know, God has been that realm in the bush. That's why I have to tell people I keep him first in everything I do, because he has truly blessed me on a lot of different situations. Even when I was younger. I was raped 3 times when I was younger.
Wow.
So I've been through a lot of storms. I've been through a lot. So I'm able to talk about a lot of different situations and why I'm so strong today and dealing with, because of a lot of that, dealing with mental illness where it took, when I didn't even love myself for a minute because of what happened from a kid and didn't know how to love people. And then when I started learning how to, you know, start back loving people and loving myself again, you know, God was just there. He was there. And that's why I stress to people, you got to love yourself and God. You got to. Especially when you don't been through so much in life. I'm trying not to cry because that's why, and it's not sad tears, it's happy tears, because I know the stuff I've been through. It's stuff that I don't even talk to my own husband about that I've been through. He's just learning pieces and stuff about my life because it's something that I keep, how you say, in a file cabinet in the back by file 13, throw it away. But I think about all the good outweighs the bad. And that's why I'm good at talking to young people and telling them, look, I know the situation. It's certain stuff I done been through. That's why I can talk to you about it and be real. That's why I tell parents, don't sugarcoat nothing with your kids. Be straight up. Tell them. Because then they'll get a more of an understanding of who you are, and they'll understand why you're so protective of them. And that's why I tell a lot of people, look, God is really, really, truly been my ram in the bush on everything that has been happening in my life. That's why when people give me stuff or offer me stuff, I tell them I appreciate it. I'm humble about it. I'm honored because I give, but I don't receive like that. But I'm humble enough to appreciate it and say thank you for the stuff that I do for people. And that's why I tell them, as long as I can get that smile at you and them frowns ain't on your forehead, that's all that matters to me. That's all that matters. That's why I have so much energy in everything I do, when I'm laughing, when I'm smiling. Everything that I do it for a reason. It's not, some people get out in this game and do it because they want the fame in this. They want all this. I do it because I love it. I do it because I could go get in my bed at night and know I made somebody laugh and smile. And you don't get that from a lot of other people because it's all about, I'm going to be bigger than the next and stuff. And I don't see that. That's why Jacob be like, she don't think she's a superstar. She don't think, because I do this because I love it. And I'm just so humble enough to, like, you know, I might be, but I'm just being me. I'm being who I am. And I don't carry none of the fake baggages with me because I don't like fake people. I just give you me, and what you see is what you get.
Yes. Wow.
So I've been through enough storms.
I'm glad you're still here, honey. I'm glad you're still here. You know, God he doesn't make any mistakes. And that vessel that you in is strong enough to keep you. And your mind that's strong enough. I keep telling people this right here, this muscle in between here, you got to keep that well at all times.
Yep.
Because if something happens to this right here, and how do we know this? Wendy Williams, we were just talking about her the other day. If something happens to your brain, if something happens to your brain where you lose your mind, it's no coming back from it. No, I'm not going to say it's no coming back from it. What I'm going to say is everybody don't come back from it.
Right.
Everybody don't come back from it. And I am a survivor. And so I know I'm a survivor. And I'm grateful too. I didn't have any cancer or anything of that nature, but I am a lupus survivor. I battle lupus every day since I've been 17. I was diagnosed at the early ages of 17, and I go to the oncologist twice a week. That's something that I'll probably have a campaign or something later on, but I never told anybody. And when people be like, "What are you doing? Why you late?" That's why. I'm not a procrastinator, but I be at the doctor, and then I had another breakdown almost 20 years ago, and it seemed like it took me forever to snap out of that. So,
right.
Let me tell you.
Yeah, I understand that. That's why it's like-minded individuals and kindred spirits, and I believe in that because my god sister, she just beat cancer. Matter of fact, I just posted her earlier today, and she has lupus, and she's been battling it since I think 12. Since she was 12.
Man.
So, and then I had a friend that died from lupus a couple of years ago.
Yeah.
So yeah. I understand your struggle. I understand what you got going on. And it's not an easy one.
People always wonder why I wear my hair up. This is why.
Right.
At any given moment, this is happening. And I'm like, I cannot believe that this is going on right now. But it is. So I had to wash my hair. But I'm going to be all right.
You're going to be fine, girl. You got me next to you. I'm talking a little trash. You know what I'm saying? Like, get your butt up.
Look, and then, it's crazy because sometimes, and that's why I was sitting up for years. And I remember one day laying down in the bed, I went to sleep and I woke up and I went to go to the bathroom and I didn't, the top part got up, but the other part did, the bottom of my legs, I was struggling. I couldn't move them.
Oh, wow.
I was with the person that I just buried. I was with him back then. And he had to literally come get me out of the bed and stand me up and hold me until I was able to get my stance together. And at that moment in my mind, I said, no, baby. I'm not finna be because my father was bedridden and I grew up with him being disabled. And before I'm not gonna quit fighting, and I'll never stop fighting ever. Because when you stop moving is when it's over.
Exactly.
But
that's why I move the way I move, because I'm like, that's why I tell everybody, live life like it's your last.
Come on, that's what it is, and that's where
all it is. Just
every day like it's your last.
Every day. Live it, have fun, especially all my queens out here, the entrepreneurs. You thinking it's hard? We don't know each other's stories, but the best positive advice: live your life like it's your last, and have respect and self-love for yourself.
Absolutely. And if you meet someone and they need to start a business, or you want to learn how to make a business, or you want to, now let's be true. Everybody's not an entrepreneur. And that's okay. And that's okay if you're not. And even being an entrepreneur, sometimes you don't feel like an entrepreneur, because even me, I have a mentor for being a CEO. I don't care because I don't know.
Exactly.
I don't even care. I'd be like, man, listen, I don't even know if I'm CEO in this right. I don't know. But
people don't understand that. Like, because I tell everybody, I can follow and lead. And it's a lot of time I follow so I can learn how to lead.
Yes.
You're going to have those mistakes somewhere and be like, if I'm doing this right.
Or you go around one of these chicks, girl, and she be bossed up, and you be like, wait a minute, I've been doing this wrong all this time.
Right.
And it just be funny. And it might not even be that you're doing it wrong. Just the way that she's done it has worked and made her where she is, you know. And if you just take a little bit of that sauce and put it with your sauce, and then now you got your sauce. It just be, we all are remarkable individuals. I don't know. I'm loving Atlanta. I'm loving your vibe. I'm in the midst of transporting while I'm in the midst of moving around again, and probably coming back down to Atlanta. If not Atlanta, probably Alabama, right next door, something or other. But yeah, I'm in the midst of moving around this world to see a little bit, and live a little bit, because I'm definitely gonna live this life. I'm not waiting to die to get to heaven to live. That's not what this is for. It's not. And they say that God lives in us, and he's looking at the world through my perception. And how does Nicole see it? So, all right, you want to go on this ride, Jesus?
I'm kind of like, okay, now Jesus, now you know I be slipping and tripping sometimes, but
right, you want to go on this ride? You want to see Let's go. Come on, you know, like this roller coaster ride. Let's have fun every day. We know it can't be like that, but you know, just to live every day and vibrate really high and manifest everything that you want. Count the days before it gets there, so you'll know how fast your manifestations are coming. And
exactly.
Exactly.
So don't be think like you can't call. Just hit me up. I got you. Like, wait, girl, wait. What we gonna talk about tonight? You gotta get that stress off your chest. That kind.
Absolutely. We definitely gonna tap in. We're gonna do more than tap in, because guess what? April 5th and April 6th, we got someone by the name of Lady J, Jacquay Morrell. If you guys look her up on the internet, you guys look her up on Facebook. Her name is Jacquay Morrell, Murrell, Lady J, CEO and founder of EGO Entertainment. We will be in Atlanta April the 5th and April the 6th doing something called the Re-Up Experience. Last year, it was off the chain. They talked about synergy. They had the breakfast and a brunch. No, it was a brunch. And then they had the all-white party. So this year, we're going to have a day party. And it's a brunch. And it's a comedy show. And it's an award ceremony. And y'all come out. Y'all can go on our website, www.egoentertainmentnetwork.com, purchase the tickets. We don't have it in the link. Next time we'll put in the link next week. We might even interview her, you guys, but that's the next time I'll be in Atlanta. So that's coming up in a couple of weeks. When I get there, I'll definitely hit you up, but you might come on out and hang out with your girl.
All right, just let me know. Because, you know, I live in Albany, so I have to drive up to Atlanta. So let me know in advance.
Oh, I will. I'm telling you now, it's the 5th and the 6th. I'm going to try to be down there on the 3rd. So I'll definitely tell you. And then you can tell all your people, Fleet DJs, they could come. And they don't have to be Fleet DJs. It could be your mama, your grandmama, your people at the church, all of them. It's the men too. Let me not leave the brothers out. Because
we don't want Jacob feeling the type of way. We gotta make sure, you know, the men show up.
Jacob supposed to be in the building doing media. He supposed to be there.
I'm good. I'm good. You know, they don't. You know, it's all good. You know me. Young Barry White.
No, just I can't.
Oh Lord,
Young Barry White, big Hollywood. You know.
Oh Lord, here we go.
I know, you know, that just whole took the vibe away.
Y'all might well get used to that.
Oh, I'm just joking. He's doing this thing. Jacob has definitely got that rumble in his voice. He go ahead and trademark it and put some insurance on it. Then we can see what happens when he gets I didn't know. We're about to tap in about that trademarking thing though, because we don't have to do that up here, but that's interesting. I'm trying to trust everything. Did you hear about that?
Yeah, I heard about that too.
You know about trusting everything?
We're gonna talk about it.
Yeah, we're gonna talk about it. I need to get the information first. I don't want to say nothing.
I most definitely know about that.
About.
Oh, you always know because you the man, you the plug.
Know a little bit about everything. Yeah.
Hey, you the plug. You know everything. So what you mean?
You know, so you trade the trade and you trust the trust. I'm like, what? Okay.
Right.
All right. All right, you guys, we had a great time in Exquisite Conversation tonight. You guys, we went an hour and a half over. We're trying to do this thing a little bit different this year. You guys, I have a frequent time. I'm learning. I'm trying to stop looking all around. I got shifty eye syndrome. I'm sorry. I am working on that, y'all. That is all that is. I didn't even know I did it until I watched the videos, right? I'd be like, oh, Jesus. Nicole, stop doing it. I do it when I be talking to people too, like, oh God, I don't know why I do that. I'm working on that. So before we put this out there, before we plug in and tap in with everybody, I heart everybody that we're tapped in with, we guys giving you guys some runs. We're gonna drop this one though, because this is a great, great show. And we'll see you guys soon. I'm Pavani J.
I'm Deona Freeman. And you on mute.
King Jacob, Young Barry White. Peace.
See you guys later.
See you later. Good night, y'all.